Welcome to the Island Blue podcast. Today we are joined by Marina, and she is a fluent English, Russian, and Greek speaking regional manager of Island Blue Cyprus. And we are going to talk about more specifically focusing on the Russian real estate market. Welcome, Marina. Please introduce yourself in the first
Thank you
few
very
words.
much for introduction. My name is Marina, and I'm regional sales manager in Island Blue Developers. I live in Cyprus for 25 years already, and I found Cyprus and Paphos, specifically my motherland. I'm very happy to live in this country and in this city.
What do you believe is your biggest achievement since you are working at Island Blue?
What a question to the person who sold properties for billions. Okay, it's a joke. But I'm close to 100 million plus, actually.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's not my biggest achievement. My biggest achievement is that I learned to listen to the clients. I learned to feel what they're really looking for, and I learned to find what they're really looking for.
And what do you believe? What kind of properties are the most popular for the Russian buyers?
Okay, through the years, actually, the demands of Russian buyers, it's changing. Let's say 20 years, 30 years ago, they were looking more for holiday home, maybe relocation. But through years, their demands, as I said, have been changed, and now they are more looking for an investment with a high return. There is definitely part of Russian-speaking community, let's say Russian-speaking buyers, digital nomads, I would say, who are working in Cyprus, and they're thinking of relocation as well. So I would say this is a new cluster of Russian-speaking buyers in Cyprus.
That's a really interesting topic. And what do you believe? What is more favorable and why? Seafront opportunities or more like gated communities?
I would say both of them. Actually, when we're talking about Cyprus, everybody is imagining sea views and seashore and sandy beaches. Of course, Cyprus offers all of that. But talking about investing in the property, it's not the only thing which will influence the buyer's decision, I would say. It all depends what the developer can offer. We as developer, first of all, offering services from A to Z. It means that we build, we sell, we manage, we generate the passive income. So if you investment, you will be looking roughly at numbers. If you choosing a villa, a property for your own use, you will be choosing with a heart, emotionally. Yeah. So you will be more specific at picture, let's say. Island Blue has everything to offer to our clients. That's why we are building all over Paphos. We are building in different locations, by the sea, in the center, in the outskirts of Paphos, gated developments.
And which areas are the most familiar or with the most? Which areas
are
the
demanded?
Demanded. Which areas are the most demanded in Paphos?
Look, definitely the areas close to the sea are most demanded initially. Again, it depends on the task of the buyer, of the investor. Again, we have to know that by the sea, the property is always more expensive than if we go a little bit in the upper side of the city, let's say, right? Yes. The most important is, again, to know why you're buying this property. If you're buying for your personal use, for holiday, or to live permanently, definitely people want to be close to the sea. Or, actually, I think we started this new vibe with gated developments, which which is going very well. It's become to be very, very demanded and popular through the investors and families. And it doesn't matter that it's not by the sea. If it's in the Paphos hills, it attracts a lot of buyers because of its facilities, because of the beauty of the nature around. And as we know, Paphos is so small that you can go to the sea like in 5-10 minutes, 15 max. So it's not a problem anymore. Most important thing is to live in the quality properties, in the good location, safe location, which can give you also a return on investment.
Yes, and why do you believe like areas like Paphos, Coral Bay, and Universal are high on demand?
Definitely we have areas in Paphos which are more demanded, let's say. They are popular, and it's not, it is by purpose. Paphos, it's Paphos. Paphos, it's a downtown, it's by the sea, it's with all facilities, with all beaches, and it was and it will be very demanded for years. The land is limited though in that areas. We know that every year the property there, it's more expensive. Universal area, it is one of the most popular areas to live permanently or to rent as well. This area combines everything. It combines all the shops, all the facilities, pharmacies, clinics, and everything. It's in walking distance, being so close to Paphos, to downtown, and to the center of the city. I would say it's somewhere in the middle. And the Coral Bay, it's one of our tourist zone, which is secluded, more secluded from the city, which it's amazing beauty. By the way, we are here now in this area. We're shooting today here. And it's one of the most beautiful areas in Cyprus, I would say.
I can confirm that. And what do you think Russian buyers are usually looking for a second home in Paphos area, or more like an investment opportunity for long-term rentals and income with a return on investment? What is more common?
I would say now Russian investors are looking more for investment, for return. It's very important to understand that what Cyprus offering to Russian-speaking auditory, I would say, not only Russians, because we have Russian-speaking countries, republics, and all of them are having the same condition at the moment to buy a property in Cyprus. So, first of all, we have to know that Cyprus is offering the permanent residency, which attracts also these people. So some of them are buying just to have the permanent residency. It can be only one unit for 300,000 and more just to get this residency. And most of them going from this point to the investment. So they entering with a small amount, let's say, and they check that everything is okay, they like the country, they like what it offers, and then they go for the bigger investment.
And what type of return on investment can buyers expect?
We are talking about very, very realistic numbers here. To understand what Cyprus offers in terms of return, you have to know the real estate market of Cyprus from the beginning. It's about 60 years. Cyprus market, the real estate market, exists 60 years, and during these 60 years, it shows the tendency of going up, right? But there are ups and downs, of course, always, but Cyprus real estate market is showing increase, always showing increase. So basing on this, I could say that to buy property in Cyprus, it's very profitable. And when we're talking about numbers on the return on investment, we say that Cyprus can offer from 5 to 7% return on investment through the management company, let's say. It can be plus, it can be minus, but average, we're talking about these numbers.
So the property is bought, it is outsourced, so someone is managing it, and still they are making 5 to 7% return on investment hands off.
You see, here is very important to understand who is managing.
Okay.
In our case, we are managing our properties. We don't use outsource. We manage all our properties ourselves. We have an affiliated company, Blue Sky Houses, and we are fully dedicated to this part of the making property staying alive through the years. It's very important to us because it is in our interest. First of all, it's our face, it's our reputation, and at the same time, we're giving our clients this opportunity for the appreciation of the price of the property itself, not because it's ready, it's new, it's built, but because through the years, it maintained with the best way.
You yourself speak Russian, and how important do you believe it is to have an agent who can speak Russian?
In my opinion, it's very important. When Russian-speaking buyer is coming to Cyprus, first of all, he's a foreigner here. He doesn't feel home at first, right? So my task is to, first of all, feel him comfortable. My task is to make him fall in love with Cyprus first, then with the company, then with me, and then I can sell. So it's very important to sell
The
experience, the expertise,
yes,
and then they will trust you. And fortunately, I have very big experience to offer and to advise my clients. And of course, when you're speaking their native language, they feel much more comfortable.
And is there a Russian community in Paphos? And is this important to clients you have experience with?
It is Russian-speaking community in Paphos, of course. In Cyprus, I would say there are two Russian communities. The biggest one is in Limassol, and the second one is in Paphos. Actually, all the clients who I met and all my Russian-speaking friends, everybody who is coming in Cyprus, they feel so much comfortable with the language. There is no language barrier at all. If you don't speak English or Greek, it doesn't matter. In Paphos, everybody speaks Russian in every sphere of service or any spheres of life. In the shops, in the pharmacies, in taxi, everywhere, in the clinics.
What about families? What do families look for when they are thinking about coming to Cyprus? Are there more family-friendly, child-friendly areas? What about the schools and education?
If we're talking about relocation of family to Cyprus, definitely we are. We have that. I would say that we are choosing specifically locations for such cases, for the family relocations, and that locations are Paphos Hills, mostly Paphos Hills, right? They're quiet areas, green areas, safe, close to school, close to shops, close to the city. It's like you live in the city, but you are not in the city. It's that feeling that you are not really outside of the city, but not far away. So that sustainable gated developments with a mixed use purpose, let's say, where you can live, where you can have a holiday at the same time, where you can work comfortably. This is what we offer to that families who are seeking beautiful life with a family in Cyprus. For example, we have gated development in one of the Paphos areas, Emba, where you can, with a clubhouse, right, where you can really live, work, and play and have a holiday at the same time. not going out from the project at all. There is cafeteria, there is sauna, there is gym, co-working, tennis court, huge swimming pool of 34 meters. Tell me who doesn't want to live in such a property?
It sounds amazing. And you have such developments, multiple right now, which are able to invest into, right? Both investment and relocation wise. So if someone from Russia is looking to relocate with their partner, with their family, by themselves, and would like to join a project which you just described, such a gated community, you have options to show them, correct?
Definitely. Of course. We have many options to show them.
I have a question for you about Schengen. People have very mixed feelings about it. Can you share your thoughts on it, please?
Actually, Cyprus will enter Schengen now or later, but it's not our choice, it's our prerogative. We have to be in Schengen as a Euro country. A year ago, Cyprus entered in SIS, it's information system of Schengen. So it's like 50% done. And the only, let's say this immigrational part left. So what they say, actually, all this time, Cyprus was preparing to enter the Schengen. And the last news, the official last news that I've read, that Cyprus will join the Schengen in 2026. My own opinion on that, definitely it will join the Schengen. In 2026, Cyprus will be a chairman of Euro Parliament, so definitely it will push itself towards the Schengen zone. And in that time, many things will change for those buyers from third world countries, and Russia, of course, also, or Russian speaking.
On a pro or a con side, or you don't really know yet? These are just the facts, and you can.
We can only project.
We
can only project from the terms of what happened with other countries, like Greece, like Spain. I presume that the budget for entering in this permanent residency program will be increased. I don't know on what budget it will be, but definitely it will be increased. Definitely the condition will be much more complicated.
I see.
So my advice for those who is interesting to buy in Cyprus, is interesting to not just to invest, but also to have this permanent residency. Be fast, take decision quickly, and come to Cyprus to buy.
Thank you so much for sharing all these information.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for watching Island Blue podcast with Marina. Can't wait to talk again to you. And would you have anything else you would like to share with your Russian friends today?
Yes, but if you don't mind, I will say it in Russian.
Please feel free.
Дорогие друзья, спасибо, что прослушали наш подкаст. Если у вас остались какие-то вопросы, пожалуйста, звоните, пишите в компанию Island Blue, спрашивайте Марину, и я помогу найти вам дом мечты, либо выгодно вложиться в недвижимость на Кипре. Спасибо.
Спасибо. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.